Hey everybody, Toby here with another episode of the Toby LaGrange Show. This episode is going to be a little bit different. It's not about racing. It's about baseball. Baseball, bowling, racing, my three loves outside of my family. Love it all. But right now, I'm a very, very disgruntled New York Mets fan. And here's why. Over the last 2 days, we've lost not only the best reliever in the game, but the best Met that we've had in quite a long time. I'm not going to say the best hitter in the game, but the best Met we've had in quite a long time. How on back-to-back days do you lose Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso? You know, what is Cohen thinking? What is Stearns thinking? I have no idea. Edwin Diaz, 3-year contract. Give him more money. Give him a 4th year. He's the cornerstone of our bullpen. He saved how many games? I don't have the stats in front of me. But how many games has he saved? How many wins has he put on the board, or saved wins has he put on the board? Pete Alonso, what more does the guy have to do? The polar bear. Not only is he a fan favorite, but come on, he's big in the clutch. He's a homegrown Mets player since, 2019 or so? Come on. You let him go, and you don't even give him an offer? You let the Baltimore Orioles take him for 5 years, $155 million. Why didn't you offer him 5 years, $160 million, or 6 years, $180? Because you're stuck you're stuck on the 3-year part. You think he only deserves 3 years, and that's how long he's good for because your analytics say so. Well, Mr. Stearns, you're not exactly as smart as you think you are, in my opinion. You just let 2 of the best players in the game walk out of Flushing. And now what? Now what do you got? What are we left with? A team scratching for 500 every year? This is some kind of BS, and I'm pretty fired up about it. Stearns needs to go, and if Cohen thinks he's going to run the team like this, his prerogative, his team, he bought it, then, maybe you should just put it up for sale. He's got his casino. That's all he seems to have wanted was his casino. So you know what? How about you go run your casino and get the baseball operation to somebody else? That little casino, hopefully that casino doesn't even work out. I'm so frustrated right now and so ticked off as a Mets fan, between the New York Mets and the Syracuse Orange, although this is a basketball sweatshirt, between the Syracuse Orange football and the New York Mets, really teed off right now. But let me just say this. There's no one out there you can sign right now that'll replace Pete Alonso. None. Not in the eyes of most New York Mets fans, excuse me. See, I'm so fired up, I can't even talk. There's not one player out there that you can sign that would replace Pete Alonso in most of our eyes. Maybe you can make up the numbers, the numbers on the paper by getting a player or two, rotating in and out of first base and DH. Maybe, but that's not going to help anything. You know what? And maybe you can, shore up the bullpen in other ways, but it's not going to be Edwin Diaz, not going to be Pete Alonso. Losing Diaz was rough. Losing him to the Dodgers, for 3 years, and what was it? It was a 3-year deal. Sorry, I just can't remember the amount of money off the top of my head. You should have re-signed him. But without re-signing him, we could have worked with that still. Now, you lose Alonso, now we're in the toilet. And, we're in the toilet, and most likely we're going to be flushing that toilet soon. So hopefully a miracle happens. Hopefully one of our prospects comes through and is the next Pete Alonso. But then again, you know what's going to happen? Once he becomes the next Pete Alonso, once somebody becomes the next Edwin Diaz, they're going to be shipped on out too, or let walk. New York Mets, you broke my heart again. Still hoping for a great season, still hoping for even the ability to make the playoffs. But in reality, we'll be fighting and scratching just to hit 500. We'll see you next time here on the Toby LaGrange Show.